Hey guys, so this is another what I eat in a day, and as always I start the day off with some lemon water just because it's really good for you and I just can't go a day without it really. I haven't had avocado toast in such a long time, so I thought that's what I'd have today for breakfast, and this avocado was a bit too ripe, but I just found a way to mash it up eventually. I chopped up half a tomato. You can also use little cherry tomatoes or a whole tomato, whatever you like, or even cucumber or something instead. I just opted for a tomato today, and I just spread it on the avocado, and this is very difficult to do when you've only got one hand, along with some hummus, just because I felt like spicing it up a little bit, and then finally the tomato. I remembered that I had some rocket leaves in the fridge, so I decided to add that on as well, just for added nutrients and also presentation. So yeah, this was my breakfast. For this dish you can literally have any vegetables that you have lying around, so I just had red peppers, carrots, sweet potato and mushrooms. I popped them in a bowl with some chickpeas and added some maple syrup, which I just had this Tesco one, along with some mustard. You can have more or less mustard depending on what you like. I'm not a massive fan of mustard, so I didn't put a lot in. Whilst that's in the oven, bring a pan of water to a boil and add some brown rice. I just added half a cup in this pan and then I turned it down and allowed it to simmer. After the 15 minutes, I gave vegetables a little stir and added some cherry tomatoes and popped it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. This dish I pretty much made up as I went along, so to begin with I sliced up a whole box of mushrooms. Then I diced up half of an onion. And finally chopped up a clove of garlic. Next I'm chopping the pepper that I had left over from earlier. Next I added milk, 2 quinoa flour and gave that a little mix until all the lumps were gone, and added that to a pan. This will be the sauce that I'm stuffing the pasta with, so eventually this will thicken. So you want to add some nutritional yeast and just keep stirring, and then add about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard along with some garlic granules. And as you can see, it's starting to thicken up. Added turmeric for the colour and Cajun just for a bit of spice. Next I'm just boiling the pasta only for 5 minutes. So I'm now cooking the vegetables that I prepared earlier. I'm just adding the onion and the garlic and allowing that to fry off before adding the mushrooms. Next I'm adding the peppers and the broccoli and peas and sweet corn. Finally we're adding the tomato passata along with some veg stock. So this is the complicated and time consuming part of the meal, and it's just stuffing the pasta with the sauce that we made earlier. And you just basically want to cut open the pasta and just stuff it. I only used half of the pasta, maybe even less, to stuff it because I didn't want to overpower the dish. So this is the amount that I used, and it doesn't look that great, but yeah. So we're just going to layer the pasta into a dish and then add the sauce, and then more pasta. And then you want to add some more sauce.
Stop eating the chocolates.
And then I just spreaded the cheesy sauce thing on top.
Stop eating the chocolate. Yes, you are.
This recipe made 4 servings and this was the final result. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye!
Vegan cheese, vegan cheese, vegan cheese. It's vegan cheese from Tesco. Vegan cheese, vegan cheese. Oh shit.